Hey everyone, I'm Trevor and you're watching SoCal Disney Dad. Today we are going to SeaWorld San Diego for the reopening of rides. We're getting in here late in the day and we're gonna see how busy it is and see how many rides we can ride in the hour and a half or so until the park closes. So let's get going. So this sign straight up here is new, notifying you that California in-state visitors only, and you can only have 3 households here with the guidelines as they are. If you haven't seen either of my previous videos on the announcement of SeaWorld rides reopening as well as what's reopening, just so you're aware, SeaWorld San Diego is closed to all out-of-state guests starting today. And if you had a trip already booked, SeaWorld is not issuing refunds. They are just going to reschedule the trip after the announcement is made that out-of-state guests can come back to SeaWorld. You'll have to contact them to reschedule at that time. Also, rides are reopening in 2 phases. So only about half of the rides are open currently. That is Electric Eel and most of the kid rides. Manta should reopen shortly, but all the other bigger rides are closed. I'm still wearing a coat, as you can see, and the other rides will reopen once the weather gets warmer. Some folks have been asking me when they think Emperor will open and have its debut, and the president of SeaWorld has said that the opening of Emperor will not happen until it is a smart, strategic business decision for the company. I take that to mean that it'll reopen once out-of-state guests can visit SeaWorld. That's just my guess. No hard and fast news on that, but we'll see what happens. Looks like we have a little bit of a backlog here in the entrance to get in. We just got through the ticket scanning area and I wanted to give you a quick update on the new procedures. They are, for the first time ever, actually scanning reservations. They've never done that before. You've had to make them. They haven't even bothered to look at them before, but they are scanning them. So they are necessary now for sure. However, they did not check our ID. So perhaps you can't purchase tickets unless you're a California resident. I'm not sure, but they weren't checking ID. They weren't looking for any sort of California resident verification, but they did scan those reservations. So I'm going to assume that they're linked in some way, but we're in here and we're gonna see what it's like now. Looking up here on the first area for the rides. Again, most of the rides are kids rides. Looks like there's a worker here. Let's see what's going on. Looks like Aqua Scout is actually running, which is a change from what I saw online. They said that Aqua Scout was supposed to be closed, so that's interesting. And it looks like Octorock is actually closed instead. So previously online it said Octorock was going to open and Aqua Scout was still going to be closed, but that is not the case. So it looks like in Aqua Scout they're seating every other vehicle. Even though the vehicles are like spaced 6 feet apart, they're only putting people in every other one. So this is actually going to take a really, really long time to get through these. We're going to time it for you though. We're at the tail end of the line at the moment, and we'll check it out and see how long it's going to take us just to get through this one ride. Over there on Sea Dragon Drop, they literally have 1 kid riding on the entire ride. Just a brief check-in. It has been 20 minutes since we've gotten in line here at Aqua Scout, and we are nearing the end of it. Still goes over this way a little bit, but you can see just how much we've so it looks like it's probably about a 30-minute wait. Honestly, on busy days, this is a 30-minute wait anyway. My guess is that with this, even though they're only seating every other row, or every other car rather, on the ride vehicle, that because everything is spaced out 6 feet apart in the queue line, it still works out to be about the same amount of weight. Now this is just a Monday, it's a weekday. I'd be curious to see how this line is on a Saturday. But that being said, they are controlling the number of people that are actually in this space. In order to get in here, you had to walk past a employee who is keeping a count on the general number of people in here. So you could go from one ride to the next, and so long as everybody just stays in here, no more new people can enter this area. So that's something to consider, that it may not actually get too much busier than that in this specific area. So it looks like they've got 4 people on at this particular time for Sea Dragon Drop. Oh no, it's like a whole family. So it's like 6. It's like 6 people. So they'll sit your whole family if you fit on there.
Well, with this ride.
Yeah. I don't know. So this ride, we've noticed that even though there's 6 vehicles and they're only sitting in 3 of them, if you're a big group, you still have to sit every other chair in this one. It is day 1, and I feel like other parks, like out east and things, have slowly adapted and gotten used to how to do the different procedures. Even whenever like this park first reopened, things were a little bit more clunky than they are now for other areas, just because they weren't used to them. So I'm hoping that those procedures will pick up and speed up as things get more normal here. You ready to go, James? Ready to go? How about you, Benjamin? You ready? We're gonna have some fun. Mommy is sitting off to the sidelines just so that we don't take up an extra vehicle. Here we go. You having fun? All right. Oh, we didn't make it over the hump. Hey, Benji, say that again?
Yeah.
Was that fun?
Yeah.
So here is the swings, and by the looks of it, they are seating every 3rd row by the looks of it. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. I think I see 7 rows in use. Just 7 rows in use here at the swings. So that is between 7 to 10 people, depending on double swings and things. And then the line for this goes all the way down this way. It is quite a bit longer than the little kiddie ride area for sure. I would guesstimate that this line could still be done in a half an hour, maybe, but we'll see. My wife and kids are gonna jump in line and see what happens. Electric Eel here is the only ride that is currently running for big roller coasters. You can see it going there. It says the wait time is 45 minutes. I definitely cannot wait that today, but that's okay. We're gonna get some footage of it. Oh, I love that ride. So in Electric Eel, they are seating 5 rows, and with a max capacity of 2 people per row, that means 10 total people can ride Electric Eel. Now, if you are a single rider, they can't sit you next to anyone else, so that will limit the capacity of Electric Eel a little bit. I doubt they would put 5 single riders on at a time, but maybe that was what would happen. So the capacity is between 5 and 10 people then there at Electric Eel. How that configuration works is that the front car is the front seat and the back seat is seated. The middle car, just the middle seat is seated. And then in the back car, the front seat and the back seat are seated. And so it is literally every other row throughout the whole car. That's how they're arranging Electric Eel. Well, aside from the actual ride queues in those areas, it does seem like SeaWorld is pretty well empty here today. I mean, it is 25% capacity, so they've lowered their capacity. It's California residents only. I'm heading over towards the Sesame Street area to check out what those ride queues look like for you. So, of course, I'm walking through the play area right now, which is not open, so that's why it looks completely dead here. But, yeah, it's looking like the rides are just really taking a long time. My wife has been standing in line for the swings for about 10 minutes now, and they've barely moved forward. I don't think we're going to get a chance to actually ride it today. We'll see, but I'm approaching that Sesame Street area. We're going to check out those rides. Well, the first thing I noticed is that they don't appear to be restricting the number of people in this area, because I just walked straight in here. Looks like Oscar's Rockin' Eel is working, Elmo's Flying Fish, Abbie's Star Spin. So everything is working. They've got a character out here, keeping things exciting and interesting for those folks who are sitting here watching. Let's take a look at the Oscar's Rockin' Eel here. They're only seating the front and the back, none of the rows in between. So that is fairly limiting. They should be able to seat every other row in there, I would think, but SeaWorld seems to be taking it very, very cautious with their social distancing spacing on the actual ride itself. Now let's come over here and check out Elmo's. Now, Elmo's, look at this, they're seating every single ride vehicle. This is the way to go. This is really the way to go here. While I'm hanging out in line over here for the Elmo's Flying Fish, let's take a look at Abbie's Star Spin. I see 3 teacups in use, so that appears to be all that they're seating in the teacup. The ride with the maximum amount of capacity right now appears to be this right here, Elmo's Flying Fish. So if you like Dumbo, excellent. You'll be able to ride this one with no problem. I actually was all the way out there a minute ago, and in just one ride loading, I'm all the way to halfway through the ride. So we're gonna get on this, maybe not the next time, but the time after that, which is gonna be like 10-minute wait tops compared to the 35-minute wait we had.
There should be no more.
Hi, everybody. Say hello to Dorothy, everybody.
Press down on your controller to go up. Press down to go up.
You pretend to be a fish.
Press down on your controller to go up.
Dorothy's imagining
Press down to go up.
Swim along with all of the Elmo fish.
You need to press down to go up. Press down to go up.
All right, here we are riding Elmo's Flying Fish. Benjamin is excited. Are you excited, James?
Yes.
All right. Show me your excited face.
I think.
You're excited? Down to go up. Press down to go up. Woo! Benji! Benji! Woo! Woo! So we just got off Elmo's Flying Fish, and we're having to bolt pretty quickly here because Amy's got to go to work. So I'm gonna walk and talk at the same time here. But the ride took us about 16 minutes to get through, and that was for 3 whole ride cycles. We sat down in the Flying Fish, and the ride didn't start flying for another 6 to 7 minutes. And the reason for that is primarily because SeaWorld has been hiring brand new ride technicians. My guess is they're just not really trained enough to operate the vehicles. And the guy that we had really couldn't count how many vehicles were open, so he was constantly having to go back and check, and things were rather slow. So factor that in when you come, that even if the line looks short or the ride looks like it should go like pretty quickly, it may not move as fast as you'd like. I don't say that as a bad negative thing. I understand they're new and they're learning. I'm sharing that mainly so that you can properly anticipate. That way, you know, you're not stuck with being grumpy or angry or different things like that. Just come here with the attitude of, I'm gonna ride what I can, and I'm gonna be happy whatever we get to go on, because that's kind of our attitude here today. Rides have been closed, and we just want to ride rides. Didn't really matter how long it took. Unfortunately, we didn't get to ride the swings, and I would have loved to have ridden Electric Eel, but we only had an hour and a half, and it is what it is. We got to ride what we did. I'm glad we rode 2 rides. We're gonna come back on Saturday, so keep a lookout for that video, probably hitting on Sunday. We'll see if we can get more rides in. I'm assuming we will, because we'll have more time, but I'm also, I want to see how the crowds are gonna be. Is it gonna be busier on Saturday? Or is it gonna be busier on ride opening day, because everyone's like, I must have rides. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you again next time.